Welcome back to my channel, everyone. Yesterday was an absolutely crazy FOMC meeting. We nailed our target on the dot. If you guys remember in last video, we said that we would hit 17,800 and we absolutely nailed it, guys. We nailed it on the head. It was amazing. It hit the median line of our pitchfork, and not only did we hit our exact target, right? But I also called out a good long setup. If you guys remember, last video we were approximately right here. And I said, if we come into this area, that would be a prime long opportunity. And I did take that long setup myself. I didn't get in a perfect position. I got in a little early. Around here. I got a little too excited, but nevertheless, all right, my take profit was set at 17,800 because that was the top of our median line. And when I went to bed, I woke up, the take profit was hit automatically, and I couldn't be happier with the outcome, honestly. But the FOMC trading experience. Okay, I'm going to be real with you guys. Yesterday was very intense, okay? I've never traded an FOMC day before, and I don't think I ever will again because the volatility was insanity. And while my trade worked out, I was definitely not fully prepared for what happened, okay? I knew what I was going to do. I knew I wanted to get in, but it was just moving up and down so quickly, especially if you come to these lower time frames. It was just absolute madness. And of course, with a little bit of patience, I could have made much more money, but that was a mistake and a learning lesson. And in a future video, very soon, I'll go into depth with my day trading strategy. I've been doing it since Sunday, guys. It's been like 5 days, but things have been going pretty well. I made it a clear guideline, rules, and a strategy on how I'm getting in and out. It's very simple, to be honest, and I can't wait to make a video about it. But that will be a later date, and I'll talk about my learning lessons and the mistakes I made and how I can improve, but that'll be for another video. So let's actually break down this Fed meeting and just talk about this real quick. So they cut rates. Okay, we already knew that was coming. It was priced in. Powell called it a risk management decision, basically saying that they're worried about downside risks in the economy and especially in the labor market. They also projected two more rate cuts by the end of 2025, and that tells me two things, okay? Short term, bullish, okay? Two rate cuts is bullish in the short term, okay? It's going to be cheaper to borrow, there's going to be more liquidity, that's going to pump risk assets like stocks and Bitcoin. That's good for us, especially moving in to the end of the year, where I think eventually we're going to roll over once we hit these higher levels into 2026. But this is bearish in the long term, okay? Cuts happen when the economy is weakening. Historically, the first few rate cuts often line up with a slide into a recession. And there's no doubt in my mind that we are going to head into a bear market in a recession eventually in 2026 and continuing into 2027, hopefully with the S&P or sooner. I'm not really sure for certain. I'll get into that more in the future, but 100% we're going into a bear market and in a recession. That is on the table, and I 100% believe that. So, where does that actually leave us now? Okay, so we hit our target. All right, let's go in the shorter time frame so we could see what's a possibility of what's going to happen now. I'm going to get rid of these lines, okay? And then I'm going to add in I made this with the Fibonacci retracement. I think it's very nice, and it's helpful to see basically where we want to enter positions and whatnot. So I'll put this here. All right, we hit our target. What's next? From here, I'm expecting a pullback in all honesty. But if we do push straight through this median line, there's a possibility that, of course, Camel's count is correct, as I've been saying for the past couple days, and we will continue to Valhalla, to new all-time highs, into a new range. But in the short term, I'm cautious but optimistic. There's a possibility that it will happen, that we will break through here. But in my mind, I think that we will have a pullback, right? I did take profits on the short-term trade here, and I did take profits on the 5x trade, not all of it, just a portion of it, like I said I was going to do yesterday, because I don't want to get rid of all of it because there's still a possibility we will continue forward, but there is a possibility that we will get rejected here. And I do think the higher probability is we will get rejected here. And if we do get rejected here, I will be looking for more opportunities to get in on the short term. I'll post on Twitter when I'm going to, and I'll make a video about it tomorrow, what I did, but I am looking for basically long positions in this kind of discounted area, let's call it. And anything around here, definitely get along, because I wouldn't be surprised if we go up and retest that median line again. But I do think we are due for a serious pullback. So to summarize, as always, the bull market's almost over. I still think we're going to go to at least $130,000, $140,000. I think in the short term, we might get a pullback, some good trade opportunities here. There's also a possibility we will break through the median line and continue up towards all-time highs. But I would like to see, and am leaning towards a short pullback before we continue retesting this and we finally break through. We will see what happens, but our targets hit. For now, I have no other targets, just looking to buy in this zone. And if I do, I'll keep you guys updated. I'll let you know. But other than that, thesis remains the same, guys. Okay, stay safe out there, trade smart, stay safe, keep holding. We're gonna go at all-time highs soon. Have a good day, guys. See ya.